Hell, here are more space engineers. Yay! Oh, all right. So we have done a little bit of welding over here. We have done a whole lot of mining over there, and we melted down the little rover that we had, mainly because of the fact that it was just taking it apart. Now, the other thing that we did is we've gone ahead and taken out the small assembler, the basic assembler, because it's pretty much served its purpose at this point. The larger assemblers are faster and a little bit more efficient. And, well, while I was doing all of this, I remembered that in order to make these thrusters, we have to make thruster components. Well, we need platinum for that. Ergo, we need a full-size refinery, too. Oh, and then before anyone asks, this is being recorded before I've seen any of the comments on Monday's video. So keep that in mind. Oh. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to place, get rid of that for a second. We're going to place a refinery. Now I've had this stuff, basically I've had to go and mine a whole bunch of just iron, a little bit more silicon, some nickel, even a little bit of cobalt. But yeah, the iron, we had to go back and do a full load of just iron in order to get everything made, just to make the refinery and the assembler. Speaking of, let's grab those plates really quick. Okay, and we are going to place U. Do I want it that way or do I want it that way? I think I want it that way. Oh. So if we do it that way, no, I think I like it. I think I like the idea of it being this way a little bit better. Because that way if we decide to put any upgrade modules on it, they'll be facing the forward portion of the base. And our assembler, I think we're gonna slate here. Just to keep it out of the way. Alright, and let's go ahead and drop those back in there, and then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pull all this stuff out. Get this welded up. Why do I have extra stuff? I mean, that's not like an insignificant amount of stuff. Did I have a refinery? I think I had a refinery already on the quick bar. We have unlocked new blocks. Alright. Let's go ahead and put this stuff back, because I am rather curious as to what you're processing. Oh, you're processing the platinum. Okay. Go ahead and get this in. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. So we're going to leave the thrusters alone for now. But I do want to go ahead and get the drills done. We'll pull everything we can for those. I think it's just large steel tubes that we don't have. Yep. Okay. Well, that's somewhat easy. And then I did have to basically grind the entire back half of this down because I had the cargo container placed incorrectly. So we've gone ahead and fixed that. Oh. Alright, so if we're just waiting for tubes, those should finish pretty quickly. Yep. Alright, so make sure everything is off the build planner. We're going to go ahead and grab 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure. There you go. Mining transport has showed up. Alright. And so basically we're just walking this stuff back. Ah, crud. And
energy low.
what we're going to run into is a situation where we're going to need to start getting the batteries welded up. And we're probably going to run in... Really? Huh. Interesting. Alright, I think I have a few motors, and we'll grab the rest of the construction components. Okay, so you are all piped in, you're piped in through the side. So now it's just thrusters. All of you are already welded up. And basically what I did is, as I was grinding down the little rover, I was just using the parts to backfill over here, like I was talking about before on Monday. Makes things a little bit easier. All right, so we go 1, 2. Let's see. We're gonna move all that stuff over there. I don't know if we have... Yeah, okay. So let's take a look at our production schedule really quick. Do that, do that. How is it that we ended up with... Because it's 20 per, right? Oh, because it spit out 10 really quickly. Okay. I think that was because we actually already had some in storage. Yeah, so there's one battery. Alright. Let's take a look at this thing from the exterior. Okay. It should be a nice little miner when it's done. We've got an okay view forward. It's got 7 hours of power on that small bit of charge, so not too bad. What I'm thinking I may do is I may actually put a solar panel across the top of this. We just need to see what kind of clearance we have when we have this, once we have this thing up and running. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to sort itself out, how much platinum do we have? Got 7 units of platinum. We don't need much for thruster components. Oh, we need gold. Well, crud. Closest gold mine is always out there. In fact, let's do this. I'm just going to turn everything off. Here it is. Alright, and then signal over there. We'll head this way because we can. We're waiting for it to produce stuff for us anyway. Alright, so let's, since we're heading over here, see if we can spot resources. This really should be far enough out that it should be spawning. Alright, let's make sure you're not one of the annoying ones. Oh, you're one of the bare bones. First time I saw one of these, I was really scared that it was a bomb of something. Okay, scrub. There you go. Like I said before, every component you don't have to build is a good component. Alright, so let's go see if we can spot any resource deposits here. Looks like there might be one over there. And remember, what you're looking for is a slate gold tint. There it is. So if you didn't see it, don't feel bad. I miss them all the time. All right. Nickel, cobalt, and iron. And since I know that there weren't any over here before, just do that. Nickel, cobalt, and iron. Iron, thank you. Now, when you find one, you generally find more. It's like, because once you start getting them to spawn, looks like there's one over there, which means there's probably one before we get to it. Yep, there's some right there. Alright. Nickel, not bad, not bad. Current position, this is going to be what, 17? This is just nickel, which is a good thing to find when you need it. Looks like there's some over there. There's another one over here. Yeah. Hey, iron. And I think this is actually, well, it's probably about as close as the other one is. We're up to 18. Alright. Where's our home base at anyway? Yeah, the other one's actually closer. Okay. So we're gonna head home. And while we're out, let's drop that off so we can actually see. But yeah, while we're out, we're gonna, there's another node there. Keep taking a look for resources because you never know what you're gonna find. And the one time you don't check it, you'll come back later, check it, and find it be whatever it was you were looking for. Pretty much without fail. Hey, more iron. This one actually is closer than... I am fairly certain Wow. My sense of spatial awareness is completely thrown off today. And see, I can see some more over there. There's another node there. Alright. So our resources, or resource situation, I should say, wasn't quite as desolate as I thought it was, which is good. I mean, it's not like it's actually a random seed or anything. Only if you place your custom planets. If I spawned a planet, it'd be a random seed. So we should be pretty good to go for most of the resources that we've got queued up. I do need to go hit that gold though. What I'm hoping is that we can get the thrusters up and running today, so we can take this thing out for a little flight. Get that done. Because what we really need to do is to make sure this thing has enough power on it to fly under its own power. Speaking of, let's grab that. Just make sure here. I had construction components from the ship, or the little unknown signal beacon that we took apart. Quite a few of them, actually. Okay. There we go. Now, I know people, I'm going to have at least one person ask, why didn't I break down the basic refinery as well, since I took the basic assembler out? And that's a couple of reasons. One, it's faster for breaking down stone, so if I get any stone, it goes in the system, it's going to go to the refinery, for the basic refinery. The large refinery is more efficient. You'll get more material out of it. So now that we're putting together a mining vehicle, we're going to be bringing back lots of miscellaneous stuff, and this will allow me to process the things I'm not worried about losing material from, like stone, in the basic refinery, and I can shovel everything else into the actual refinery, and then use the actual refinery to cook off any leftover stone. Alright, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. And we're gonna queue up everything. Alright. And now the only thing that we won't be able to pull out of here is going to be the all of the thruster components. We had one in the grid. Okay, and before I forget, and this is going to be small miner, because it's not our mini miner. There we go. So it should just be one thruster component for all of those? Correct. Okay. And I'm going to come over here and we're going to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And queue all of those up. I'm going to do the same thing that we did on the other side. And all right. So we're going to get that and that. All right, we'll take a look at this really quick. Production. $39, huh? Not bad. Oh, wait. Okay, so the only thing we're missing at this point are thruster components, which means gold. Which is... where is our gold? It's 10 kilometers that way. Alright. So what we're going to do... and refill that. Let's hop in the seat for a second. And what I'll do is I'll do a quick cut. We're going to fly over to the gold, do a little bit of mining, bring that back, jam it into the refinery, and I'll bring us back once we have the thruster components ready. Alright, so on that note, we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. We have thruster components for days. Oh, okay, not really, but we've got enough thruster components to finish these guys off. And that's what's really important. Okay. What we need to check is whether or not this thing is going to be able to support itself. And yes, I did throw a solar panel on here. And we set it up like a fin just so that it would catch as much power as possible. Alright, so let's look at the batteries. I'm surprised it's actually outputting anything. Alright, so we're gonna do that. We want those on inventory, but we don't want to see them on terminal. Alright. O2 generator, we don't want to see on terminal. We do want to see it on inventory. I think that's everything. Okay. Right. So we are going to hop in here. And groups. Thrusters. I generally put my thrusters at the end of the lineup, so I am less likely to hit them by accident. And you're going to be here. Okay. Now, we need to get the connector on here. Do I have a plate on me? No. But that's okay, because we can do this. Oh, yeah. Right, come here. Ugh. Okay. Now what I'll probably do is let's grab we'll do that. Tell it to queue up the plates. What we're going to do is we're going to tell this thing, connector. Actually, grab both of you. Disable that. You will be upper connector. And you will be landing pad connector. Alright, that's just so we can tell them apart. Now, in here, we're going to... Ooh, hiccups. There we go. Mining connector. Auto lock timer never, and disabled. Okay. So, for the most part, we should be good. So we're going to turn thrusters on. All right, so it is plate sustainable, which is nice. And there you go. Okay. So yeah, we'll put a landing gear on this thing. I want to get some lights on it. First off, let us get some of this stuff off of our inventory. Okay, so you're an offset spotlight. You require your glass and components, and you are just components. Okay. So what I'm thinking here, oh, can't do it that way. But we can do that way. Okay. So let's do that and that. And then we are going to have you guys there. This way we have a little bit of light, but we don't have ridiculous amounts of construction components. We don't have ridiculous amounts of lights. Just you know, everywhere. Can I get there? There we go. Actually, slouched down to in my actual chair to get that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, you can go away. 2, okay. We'll have it. Alright, I have to do the little cheaty thing here. Come on, there we go. I mean, I guess I really should just go ahead and wait for everything to... It's not like it's going to take it long. Yeah, see. Done. And all of you guys we're gonna group together. Alright, so call these work lights, I guess. And then you guys are gonna be spotlights. Okay, so for you guys, we want you to actually give us a bit of, there you go. Give us a bit of light. And that means we are going to need toggle blocks on and off. So we can control the spotlights with just the light key, but with these we actually have to turn them off. Okay. Which works for me. Actually, I think those little lights may actually be better. All right. Oh, that's what we needed. Let's get you welded up. And we're gonna get this little beastie. Get you tied off over here. So we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. And since we're in space, we don't have to worry quite so much about falling to our death. Okay. So that gets our ship up and running. I'm going to leave the solar panel here for right now while we get the initial charge on it, just to get it charged that much faster. I mean, it's only going to cut off, you know, like about 5 minutes of the charge time, but hey. All right. So what we're going to do now, I think what we'll do is once this thing is finished charging, I'm going to go out and just basically start strip mining the moon. One of the things that I want to do is I actually want to go find uranium, because we're going to need that sooner rather than later. But for now, we've got pretty much everything that we really need going at this point. Head over here, see if we find anything useful. So yeah, I think that's going to about do it for us. I'll take a quick inventory, see what materials we still are running low on, and we'll prioritize that. I mean, obviously iron's going to be the absolute first thing we go after, just because it's we're going to be using so much of it. But what I want to do is we're going to start scouting a spot for our permanent base. See, every time I come up on these things, they make me think it's a bomb. And more badger gear. Alright. Not like I don't already have it all. Okay. Anyway, so we're... Oh, no. Let you back up for a second. That would have been bad. Okay. But yeah, so we're going to get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Hope you also enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. You know the drill. Comments down below. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you back here on Friday for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Whee! Oops, overshot.